The ass of the madman. And what the madman sees right now. Now this is pretty cool. This is why it's so stress-free. You're driving home from work after, and it's like 20 below out there. And I get to see this. Look at this shit, man. It's stuck in the ice. Well, look at this. He is trying his ass off to get out. Those propellers are turning. Look at this guy. There's a guy up on deck up here. He was a minute ago. He's freezing ass out there. Well, what's the solution? Truck. I was talking to a friend of mine yesterday, and most people really don't know what's going on in the world, and not many people really care. Like when I tell people about Fukushima, they kind of just like, I don't really want to hear it, and then they just want to look the other way and sort of, change the subject. When I try to explain that I think that, there's all this is connected with all the diseases and the troubles we're having with our health and all this stuff, and no, nobody cares. And but it's the same with everything. And she says, she's saying, well, the economy's getting better, isn't it? I'm going, well, I don't know. In 2008 we had the same thing going on in 2008 that was going on then as is going on now. Basically, the Baltic Dry Index is even a lot lower than it is now than it was then. So it could be like the waves coming in during a front when you're on the ocean, and the waves come in and they get a little bit bigger. So every 7 years it seems like this wave we have gets a little bit bigger and a little bit stronger, and pushes a little bit harder. So we'll have to see what happens in 2015. But and then the wars, she's concerned about the wars and all this other stuff, and everything going on in the world that just doesn't seem it's supposed to be happening. The things, it's supposed to be a lot better than this. It's supposed to be more happy, and people try to make it happy. But when you really look at the whole picture, and people don't want to look at the big picture, so she says, but why? Why is all this happening? And then I got to tell you, I have to go back to the root. If you have to go all the way back to the root, these Canadians are coming in to try to clear a path for this guy, but this may take a while. And these ships are probably, stacked up all along the river here. But I have to go to the root cause of all these troubles in the first place, and it's the fallen angels. Just like the days of Noah before the flood. And some people aren't religious, and you don't have to be, but you have to consider some of this stuff. We aren't capable. As men, we're not capable of some of the things that's been accomplished. And so you have to go back to the root. And as far as I'm concerned, that's the root. And all the troubles are caused because there's entities that hate life so much that it's a disgust. It's a loathing, a disgust. They hate, anger, and the deepest anger you could ever imagine, and hate. They hate life. Everything that Yahweh, the Creator, God made, they hate it so much. They want to destroy all of it. It's got to be destroyed. And the only way to destroy it was to evolve to this point in mankind, because mankind is actually pretty stupid. So they had to get to this point to where we can actually destroy ourselves, finally. It took a long time, because we're stupid. Hell, we made it. Let's see what happens. But there's a lot of things going on, and they ain't gonna get better. Not right away. Maybe in your personal life, but as far as the whole society, the odds are that things are just the wave's gonna hit, and it's gonna be bigger every time until it just knocks the shit out of you. That's how it goes. But here we got the Canadian Coast Guard right here. And I think this is going to be a long battle. Very long. They may have to call in the American Coast Guard. This is pretty cool, you know, driving home from work. This is what I get to see. It's pretty cool. I mean, you know. I mean, look, a couple cars went by, but there's not really much traffic. And those are just fishermen. They're trying to ice fish out here. Yep. We have been corrupted by the evil. By evil. Evil. And yet people think it's funny, and you laugh, it's just man, that's our nature, blah, blah, blah. That's bullshit, man. It's no animal's nature to do what we've done, to create fucking bombs and wars. That's a no animal's nature. I mean, you know, chimpanzees go around fighting each other and stuff like that. But I tell you what, things are getting, as time progresses and the veil becomes more transparent, the veil between the spiritual and the physical world becomes more transparent. The evil will saturate through the veil and corrupt all the earth with a little help from our nuclear friends, because that's what we needed to get this far, to totally wipe out mankind. God, I'm such a downer. On the good thing, on the good point, I'm gonna go see my granddaughter. Yeah, my daughter too. Yeah. And if I get something to eat, pretty badass. It's cold out there. Yeah, they're trying to get this guy unstuck. That's a big job. Whoa, look at this. This is pretty cool. He's getting like right beside this guy. I'm gonna get a little closer here. Wait, wrong way. Wow, is that badass or what, man? He's like right, he's feet away from this boat. Yards away, meters, because over there in Canada they measure everything in meters. It's meters away from this boat. Half a meter. Centimeters away from this boat. Damn Canadians. You know, and they have to write everything in English, and they have to write it in French. So look, think about how much ink that wastes and paint that will waste just to have to write that in 2 different languages. Everything. Street signs, everything. All the instructions on the boat, French and English, American. Isn't that badass? Look at that. Coast Guard going right up there. Alright, duck out.